I always say I'll be better outside. None of this matters. Dreaming of sad.
What's up, Timmy Turners? We are back at it again with another reaction episode video, and today we are going to be watching by new ICE release. This is among Asmongold chilled on shooting of a U.S. citizen. Actually, I know about the story. I heard about it, and then I saw a video clip of him being so excited that the woman got shot, which is so fucking sad. He need to go ahead somewhere. But yeah, Albert and Preach, I'm gonna put the video in the link in the description below so y'all go watch them. So let's just watch it.
Actually, all across the nation, people are protesting en masse because of the shooting involving an ICE officer and a woman who's a U.S. citizen in her car.
Yeah, we didn't have access to this footage before we hit record, but we felt it important to add. So here's footage from the actual officer's perspective.
And some people were saying she was trying to run him over. Actually, for the video that I watch, it make it seem like she was just trying to get out of the way because of this whole ICE thing that Trump keep fucking doing. And all of a sudden that the man just, came into the other side of the car and just shot her, which is so fucking sad. I heard, ain't she the mother of 3 children? That is sad. Children lost a fucking mother. Trump need to get out. And the fact that people are debating what it was right or wrong, that right there is just so fucking bad.
I'm not mad, boy. Show your face. I'm not mad. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, boom. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Whoa!
The Department of Homeland Security claimed the woman had tried to run over officers with her car and called it an act of terrorism.
My only question is, if you guys thought this she was this dangerous domestic terrorist, if she was a domestic terrorist and some dangerous perp, why would you circle the car like this and be in front of it, putting yourself in danger?
How do you?
Con el nuevo menú $5 faves de Popeyes, puedes pedir esto, o esto, o esto.
I want some. Oh, wait a minute. They had a rap? I did not know that. Man, I want some chicken.
How do
right
you
now.
understand what happened?
What I saw from the video is that I don't know why she was positioned that way in the street, but from what I saw, she was waving cars by, and waved again, and the car stopped, and then the ICE agents got out.
So the government's account is that one of the ICE officers was stuck in a snowbank, and as a result of that, they were trying to get him out. During that time, a lot of people were kind of chasing them out because people have been going against ICE everywhere they've been. And during this time, they're claiming that this lady was part of the people blocking them in, and as they were trying to leave, that's where some of them approached her.
Sure. What the government is saying doesn't match what I saw. The cop that allegedly shoots her gets out of the car.
Allegedly shoot her? He already did that. What do you mean allegedly?
Circle around the car with his phone out. The second thing that is weird is whenever you do a stop, there's a way to position yourself. And in front of the vehicle is not where the position is. You're driving, they're not positioning themselves there. They're behind. It's the same thing that happens there. This dude goes in front of. And then the other thing that struck me and that was kind of weird was the way the whole thing happened. Phone, let me shoot. And then the way he holstered and just casually walked to the car that was later on after that crashed because the lady was probably stepping on the gas.
This whole law system is so fucking fucked. And it's not just a United States problem, and I feel like I said this before, this is a worldwide problem. Like, the law system is getting too out of fucking hand. They are so goddamn fucking comfortable just suiting people left and right. And Trump, y'all cannot tell me that Trump don't know that. He knows this.
While she expired, it's just the way that he was like, let me holster this and let me just there was no procedures, nobody was trained. All right, get out of the car and start to yank on the door, the agent, the way he was acting, it felt like he wanted to shoot someone.
I think,
And that's the thing that people don't talk about. I kind of feel like there are men in these law systems that have anger problems and have anger problems towards women. These incels, they want to be like police or the SWAT team or whatever type of authority they want to be, and just have an excuse just to shoot women. Have y'all noticed that?
as far as the legal case goes for this, you know,
Like, am I
a
wrong?
lot of people feel like it's clear-cut murder.
It
In my
was.
experience, whenever it involves law enforcement.
Why are we debating about this? Come on now. Like, this is the fucking problem.
Whatever the public thinks is clear-cut murder doesn't really matter in legal standards, because they, like, you see it all the time with killings that happen on camera.
I mean, I think murder is appropriate. I think the reason behind it. But this is the type of murderer that she shouldn't have to kill that damn girl. That girl got the mother of 3 children, bruh.
Motherfucker pull out guns just blasting everywhere.
But wait a minute. What about the Well, never mind.
Almost all the time. So, like, cops have pretty strong immunity, and I understand that DHS agents aren't necessarily cops, but they do operate as federal agents. So, you know, they're going to have quite a lot of leeway in regards to how they fear for their lives. And the woman, when she's pulling out, nearly does, or kind of starts to hit the guy, but he's already on the side before he starts shooting. So that's something they're going to figure out in a court of law. And I'm not going to sit here, they go into jail. I don't know. If I had to put my money on it, they're not going to jail.
Exactly. Come on now. There is like I said, the law system is so fucking fucked. How many police systems that kill people and just let them scot free? Come on now. It's not nothing new.
They're not going to jail. And
even if they did, Orange Man's gonna pardon him because he don't
Exactly.
give a fuck about the law. The law means nothing to him. Oh, I'm going to Venezuela because of drugs, and then he pardons like a former president who sold so much drugs in his country. Nothing matters. So
Exactly. So
accountable. Don't count on it. In my
I know
opinion.
it's sad, but it's true. Like, he not gonna go to jail.
When I watched the clip, I cued in on the exact same thing, which is why would you ever go in front of the vehicle that way?
You go around on the other side too.
It's a really bad practice for the safety of
But
yourself.
I think she was look like she was blocking the way, just like Abba said. But I kind of feel like she was trying to tell people, if you want to go, just go, and then I'll leave. I kind of feel like that's what happened until that ICE agent just
And for the situation,
I think that's
you're
what she
gonna
was
make
trying to
it
do.
escalate if you get hit,
100%.
and then you put yourself in jeopardy. So it's just bad police practice. But then also, like, shooting the person in the car is also bad. But
You're not supposed to.
even if you get them, if their foot is still on the pedal, and they just press, which
Exactly.
is very natural for a lot of people to do, they're running right into a house in a residential area. If the cameraman was not behind the thing but in front, he might have got hit by the car. So it's really stupid in so many different ways. Him shooting at the car. People are saying, well, this woman, first off, she wasn't going that fast, but shooting her ensures that she has no control over her vehicle. So it's not a good thing. And at the same time, fleeing isn't a crime worthy of you having to shoot. Now, they're going to make the argument, if I'm being fair, where they're saying she's using this vehicle as a deadly weapon or whatever it could be.
If you look at the position of the tires, she was not going towards the officer. She was going away from him.
And
But then again, that's going to be me.
that's something they're going to argue in court.
Yeah, because the cop is not
you
seeing
can
that.
see he is quite close by the time it happened.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean, that's if she was trying to ram people over, she would have just go. Just like the speed, just like Abba said. I mean, the speed was so goddamn slow, so it wasn't really seemed like she was trying to run them over. Like I said, if she was, I kind of feel like the car wouldn't run crazy. She didn't do all that.
The legal defense is going to be.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go beyond a reasonable doubt.
100%.
And you guys might not like this, but oftentimes cops get that doubt. More often than not.
100%.
It's not even part of DHS policy to go after somebody in terms of a chase like this.
In my 25 years, I've done hundreds of vehicle stops. If someone is fleeing, that is not a justification for the use of deadly force.
Under the Department of Homeland Security's use of force policy, firearms may not be discharged solely to disable a moving vehicle, and shooting at a moving vehicle is tightly restricted.
So my training was that you cannot use deadly or lethal force solely to stop a fleeing vehicle.
In 1994, 95, we changed it in LAPD when I was there in 2004. But it's basically simple, which is if you're confronted by a moving vehicle that could be a threat to you, get out of the way of the vehicle and don't shoot at a car. Now, this is...
So all the people who claim to care about law and order or rules, They don't. Like I said, they're not even following their own rules and their own policy. But it goes even further than that. Let's just listen a little bit more.
DHS law enforcement officers are prohibited from discharging firearms at the operator of a moving vehicle or other conveyance unless the use of deadly force of the... Basically, it says, unless it...
This appears to be black and white.
Well, it does. And it also says a law enforcement officer must take into consideration the hazards that may be posed to law enforcement and innocent bystanders by an out-of-control vehicle.
They claim to want law and order, but they don't want it. What I predict is that this is going to escalate so much that eventually, I think within the year, winter's going to be over. Because these things, a lot of these things happen in the blue states and stuff. And I could predict a shootout. It's going to escalate to...
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's gonna, like... I ain't gonna lie, when shit like this happen, it might as well just be a purge. Like a pure anarchy. It might as well just be that. Like, no shade.
Civilian against ICE. It's gonna be a whole ass civilian war over there.
So this person doesn't follow company protocol, doesn't follow DHS protocol, is incompetent by any standard.
And I heard people was talking about some, oh, he PhD. Okay, if you PhD, then you shouldn't be working at a job like this at all.
I'm just gonna ask the question. Is this
People
man
were saying shit like
PII?
that.
Just wondering. I'm just saying. I remember Charlie Kirk saying, "If I see a black pilot, you know, I'm a wonder." Okay, well, shit. I've seen a lot of traffic stops, a lot of checkpoints. This is definitely the most incompetent one I ever seen. One thing that I thought was interesting about this story is I got a chance to look up the officer himself because a lot of people have been trying to figure
Wait a minute, my thing about it is, ain't ISIS is like everywhere in the country, or they in like certain states?
who he is or what he's about.
What began as a planned federal immigration arrest took a violent turn in this quiet Bloomington neighborhood. Court documents say he repeatedly refused to comply before a federal agent took out his spring-loaded window punch with his right hand and broke the driver's side rear window. These images show the officer's hand in the vehicle. In this video, you can see the driver take off with the agent hanging from the car, dragging him 300 feet through front yards. These graphic images show the aftermath.
It's the same agent. It's the exact same agent who pulled the gun and fired it on the plane.
Well, don't you see that he's the Punisher? And his name is Frank Castle.
Wow, that's what I'm
this is what I mean
saying,
when I say
bro.
competence. I don't mind that these people are executing this warrant. This man's not supposed to be there. Deport him. Do what you gotta do. When you do stupid shit like that, you put yourself and others at risk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the incompetence that I have an issue with. My man just reaching in, and the guy just takes. Now you're putting yourself. Now you may have to use your firearm, or you may die yourself. The thing that always strikes me when I watch this, and I think it's true for everything that this administration does in regards to world trade, everything like that, it's just everything is sloppy. Everything is sloppy. Everything is smoke and mirrors. Everything's just like, let's say none of us know what happened. Why the fuck are they coming out within an hour of the event itself and labeling the victim
a terrorist,
a domestic terrorist? That quickly.
When
Trump will say right now, oh, what she did was so bad, but we should wait for an investigation. But did you guys wait before you labeled her something publicly? Before you said what she is? No, right? And it's like, I just have a hard time, just in general, like looking at the professionalism of the people who do this job. And looking at the people who support it, and they don't care about professionalism.
Oh,
they don't care about, they say, oh, law and order, whatever it is. Well, law and order requires people to have ethics, to have standards. What are we watching unfold?
And control your fucking emotions, because like I said, people who are, because just like I said, I be hearing shit about people like him that have these type of law jobs, they PTSD, they have this and that. Don't work at a job like that. It's that damn simple.
Super sensible. And you know what? If they'd come out and said that, I don't think I'd have as much thought. I still think it's a fucked up situation. But at the very least, this has never been an administration that cares about truth, doesn't care about consequence, doesn't care about law and order. They'll pardon anyone. Doesn't matter if you're caught on camera taking bribes, you're still in their office. They got motherfuckers literally taking cash money bribes for favorable contracts. And they're like, pardon, you're good.
This country, wow.
There's nothing about this that's going to strike anyone as surprising in terms of...
And I heard that if you are the president or the leader or some shit like that, you're not supposed to take bribes. That's what I heard.
They're handling it. And that should frighten you. Because if they can label you a terrorist, you understand that means that they can do a lot of different things to you in terms of what kind of powers they can sick on you. And I've seen so many videos. There was a video even that same day.
Agent while also recording using pepper spray on protesters after some threw snowballs at it. Oh yeah, I saw. I think I saw.
What's that? Look, what is that? What is that?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what that is.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what that is.
What is that?
I'm gonna tell you what that is.
Tell me.
A nice car. It's a Dodge Durango.
Shut up, preach.
Starting off the year with a bang. Federal agents, cops in general, are all given more powers than the average person. Okay. Yes, I can imagine that protesters are fucking annoying, they're disruptive, they're throwing snowballs, whatever. Why is your window open so you can pepper spray them from your car?
But you understand why we have protesters for a reason, though. So, would you blame them for being annoying? No, I wouldn't.
What is that? You're not making someone less of a threat. You're blocking up traffic, which means for the people behind you, then they have to deal with folks. It doesn't make you any safer. All you go do this for is to get some payback. That's all it is.
Oh.
And the people who cheer on this lack of professionalism. But one day when it's going to get turned on them and they'll say, this is brutality by the... You guys are endorsing a bigger sin. You guys are endorsing them using excessive force. You guys are endorsing them doing these things, not because it's protecting the citizens, not because they don't like you and they don't like what you stand for or the fact that you're annoying.
I get it, but even if you do protest peacefully, I mean, how many stories we have people protesting peacefully and you have these ICE agents and you have these laws enforcement still killing innocent people. So it's like...
The reason they got out of their car...
So in their head, it's like, well, what can you do?
Their window open to pepper spray.
Cause that's a get back.
Okay,
so this is renegade. This is I'm gonna get back to you. This is revenge. This is pettiness. If pettiness was a police officer.
Yeah.
That's
wow. But I want to hear about what there go the Aspen go. Let's get into that. Because this motherfucker, this nigga have a rat face. Living with cockroaches. Living with pests. And he's talking shit and he's happy that this woman, the mother of 3, got murdered by ICE. Oh my god, he need an ass whooping.
No matter what they do, it's going to be on their side. It's going to be nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
So I'm not sure. Wondering what your opinion will be for Minnesota? It's another Rip Bozo situation.
And my thing about it is... This rat face ass nigga right here, you need to watch the way how you talk. Because this can happen to you any fucking given moment. So you celebrating about bloodthirsty murder that's going around this country, that's fucked up.
That's right. Yep, shouldn't be. Hey. They tell you stop moving your car, get out of the fucking car. And you start...
Look at him just happy and smiling. Oh. Let me tell you something about Karma. Karma ain't is no fucking bitch. She would knock on your doorstep and be like, come over here. Come here.
You're driving around and you gonna end up shot. That's the way it is. Yeah, Rip up.
That can happen to you, bitch.
So there you guys have it. You don't react the way that they like. If you flee and you do so in a stupid way or whatever it could be, Rip Bozo, fuck around, find out, whatever it could be. And I said, okay. But again, when you guys are going to be talking about your rights, your state rights, whatever the fuck it is, and then the shoes on the other foot, I don't want to hear nothing. I remember this fucking goofball and a lot of the other people crying about January 6th when they were breaking the Capitol. Why did they have to kill that lady? She was just protesting. Okay. Just remember, it will come for you, right? All these standards that they're setting, it's always funny when it's your turn.
Why was he still firing at her point blank from the side, even if she was completely out of the way? To neutralize the threat of her potentially running over other people?
She's not running away over people.
Yeah,
but
it
if you shoot
didn't
her
really
while
get
she's
that.
driving a vehicle, she might. And the only reason why she stopped is because she ran into 2 cars. Those 2 cars wouldn't be there. It could have been a whole other situation that would unfold. We don't know how far she would have gone. And with the velocity, so imagine, it would pick up, the car would have picked up the velocity. That's not how you shoot a threat. As a matter of fact, sir.
Asman go, bitch, who the fuck raised you? That's my question. These type of niggas that be on the internet and just spewing nonsense, who raised y'all niggas?
police chases, stop because it is a threat for other people if something happens. If you do a pit maneuver and then it rams into 3 other cars, you're not in a better situation. The point is not to hurt other people. So if you shoot someone in a moving car that is moving away from you, you're potentially harming people. But like Abba said,
but this is not.
They are sloppy.
But this is not. He's saying this. It's not about safety.
No, it's not.
It's about punishment.
It's a get back.
That's it. That's all this is. It's far more dangerous to shoot someone in a moving vehicle. What if you missed? What if it goes through the windshield, hits the people who are recording right behind? What if it hits somebody else? If you don't even know what's on your side, you shouldn't just start firing like that.
And like a stable, non-moving target, you can have ricochet. Something that's moving, even worse.
You can say whatever you want, but there's nothing about this that makes anybody safer. All right, I'm all for charging people they commit a crime. That's fine, but there's a way to go about it based off the crime committed. People acting like this is a sensible thing and it keeps the public safer. If you like tyranny, keep doing your thing. I guess.
These are such simple answers. What? What are you talking about?
And then he said something about, before y'all say, I'm not bloodthirsty. I'm not happy about people getting murdered by the law, corrupted system, this and the third. He said some shit like that. In my head, okay, you saying that, and just when you got through, okay, you were saying this, but you were just happy and smiling and talking about, I'm glad they got that bitch. Like, the way, your tone. So
obvious. You know why people say all this stuff? It's because they feel like they're immune. They feel like it'll never touch them, so it's okay.
See? Yep.
Back up! Back up! See, all they need to do is just, sit there. Anybody that walks on the road, just shoot them. With the paintball gun, right? I mean, I'm not talking about live ammo. Just shoot them with the paintball gun.
They'll love to see a lib get fucking pepper sprayed or whatever it is. But I just remind you, there will be elections coming up. The shoe will be on the other foot. And when it's going to be your turn, and then you're going to say brutality, there's going to be 0 people who are going to give a fuck.
But that's not all I have for you guys for this video. I want to know in the comments below what you guys think of this whole ICE situation. Do you think it was justified? Which I hope that y'all don't think that way. But don't forget to follow Abba and Peach. I'm going to put their link in the description below, so y'all go follow them. And like I always say, go follow my page and go follow my TikTok page. I'll post videos over there, so